Hello there, I'm Jason Butler and thanks for joining me on another edition of my self-build series. Now in this episode I'm just going to give you a quick summary of what we've achieved at the end of week one. So it's Sunday that I'm filming this video, so the site is all quiet, but I'm just going to give you a quick update on what we've done in the first important week since the guys have been on site. What we had to do is we had to dig all of this driveway out to get down, probably about a metre it was, and then we ended up putting all this crushed concrete in. And this is important because these big lorries coming in, cement lorries, delivery lorries, cranes, this has got to be down. And this is not the finished driveway, but this is just to make sure it's safe that people can get in and out. And also we had to make sure that the width of the driveway was sufficient for lorries to get in and out, and we've got visibility. What we also had to do was make sure that we put the services in below, which are here, and they actually come out at the moment here. So we've got the telecom, we've got the water, we've got the electricity duct, and we've also got the surface water drain. They will eventually be continued next week. You'll see in next week's episode we'll be continuing a trench along here. The services trench will finish probably about here. And the next point worth mentioning is the ground level for the foundations. Now, as you see, the guys have dug out a sort of a part of the ground here to get, because they've got to get lower in order to put the strip foundations along here. They've done measurements using laser machines to work out what the actual damp proof level is and the actual final ground level of the property, because that's how they take everything comes off from there. But the ground actually falls away. So if you look here, the ground is falling away gradually. That's why we've got to get this part of the property level, and this is where the soakaway is going to be, to take all the water away from the gutters, the back and the front gutters, all the way down to here to the soakaway. And this is where, at the moment, we have one sewage treatment plant which serves my house over there, and we're going to be putting another sewage unit just here. And what will happen is this sewage unit will serve my property. The new property will be served by the existing sewage unit here, and then both units will basically come into a single inspection chamber, each of them having an ability for us to take off a sample so that we can meet the environmental requirement. So that's a lot of work next week. Big hole there, smaller hole here, install the sewage unit, put the drainage in, dig the strips for the whole of the foundations, and then they'll be filled with concrete. Now, another aspect of the way that we're going to be doing the foundations is we're going to be actually doing a horseshoe. We're going to be doing along here, and along here for the first day. The second day we'll fill that with concrete. Then the third day and the fourth day we'll be digging a horseshoe there, and there, and we'll be filling that with concrete. So that basically by the beginning of Friday, all of the strip foundations will be in on the bottom. So that'll be ready for the following week when the brickie turns up. And the reason we're doing that is because this ground is quite dusty, and the digger driver Lee is a bit concerned with the digger moving around, causing those to collapse and not be very stable, because he has to dig about a metre down. So that's why we're doing it in two stages, so we've got less movement. So that's what we're doing next week. It's all digging the trenches for the strip concrete, filling those in so we've got the base level of foundations, making sure that the new sewage plant and all the basic drainage is in, so that we're then ready to start building up the foundations in week 3. So there we go, that's the end of week 1, the summary of what we've achieved. We're ready to go, and we're excited about going into week 2. So join me in the next episode when I show you what we've achieved then.